Seems like we are going to be seeing a swap here from Deimoz. He's going to be not playing the Devil Jin. He's not going to be playing the Wu Shang. It's actually going to be the Kaya. Another good 2v2 legend, of course. We know Kaya and Saros. Everybody knows Kaya and Saros, man. But yeah, we're seeing that Quitus is going to be sticking over on his pick of the Arbiter. That's Citra crossover, like we mentioned. But let's get into it, folks. Game number 1 of our Elimination Finals. The winner of this goes into Grands. And we know that both of these teams here wants a shot at getting that first place spot. But who's it going to be? Is it going to be the red team? Is it going to be the blue team? We're seeing getting to the action. Quitus falls super early. About less than 30 seconds into the match, already going down to the second. Not a too great start coming in from the blue team. Alright. But the red team, though, is pretty damaged. Deimoz, on the other hand, is still holding his first stock really strong and kind of stock tanking for his team. 82 damage right now, still on his first stock. And really racking up the damage to the blue team side to connect the lead to the knockout into Dunezoner. Looking to check out one here. The blue team, Quitus gets the nair to lead to the knockout. And the blue team is right now up. Even though that first stock from Quitus fell pretty early, because Deimoz is able to extend this first stock for so long, I mean, he's still holding his first stock here. They're able to, you know, create some sort of lead for themselves here, but still, I mean, Quitus is not in a good spot right now. Decides he comes out from one, sends him over to the right side there. Deimoz might be soon to join Quitus on the second stock here, but Quitus falls to their last stock. Downson comes out, friendly fire. One gets a knockout on to Deimoz, finally sends him down to the second stock here. But one's going to have to play this one really carefully if he wants to tie up the damage. If he wants to bring this game... Well, actually, they do have the lead right now, but if Dunezoner falls here, it's going to be... it's going to be even stocks, really. It's going to be a very even game here, so Dunezoner is going to have to play this one really carefully. You're seeing he's kind of really just trying to avoid any sort of attacks whatsoever. The blue team get a nice little 1-2. Nothing more, though. Ooh, big down sig. Sends Deimoz up in the heavens here. Quitus is playing it safe. Realizes he is on his last stock. He wants to make sure to avoid that 2v1 position here for Deimoz. But there we go. One also joining the Dunezoner on their last stock here. Deimoz right now also going to be going down to their last here. I mean, shout out to Quitus, man. 75 damage. Man, he was on his last stock for so long. We got to check the graph after this game here to see how long he held this last stock for. But, man, I mean, him holding this last stock really kind of, you know, it definitely set, it alleviated pressure a little bit off of Deimoz. But, getting back to the action, we're seeing that the red team kind of falling away a little bit here. Dunezoner, right down most damage for his teammate. It's his team. Now the red team, obviously, I mean, the goal is set here. They gotta take out Quitus. If they get out Quitus, they get a 2v1. But the blue team right now, they're building up equally damage from both sides. Dunezoner at 160, one at 149, 200 right now. Quitus is gone. Hold up. 2v1 spot right now. 143 for Deimoz, but it's definitely winnable. But a ground pound though, one connects with it, and just like that. Oh my goodness, game number 1 is going to be going towards the red team. It was looking really dim coming down to the end there. I mean, it could definitely have been anybody's game, but man, I mean, Deimoz sadly was just really damaged there. And it all look at that first stock. Oh my goodness, look at that first stock there from Quitus. 26 seconds and almost close to 2 minutes. Almost close to 2 minutes. He held that last stock for, I mean, man, Quitus tried his best to stay in it and in this game to really alleviate that pressure from that 2v1. That little 2v1 there. We saw coming out at the end there. But game number 1, going to be going towards one in Dunezoner. Alrighty. But it seems like we are going to be making a swap. We are going to be making a swap here. Quitus, you know, if the Arbiter didn't work, we're going to be going over to, you know, some classic 7. We're gonna be seeing some 7. Hold on. Change screen. Great. We're gonna be seeing some 7 gameplay coming in from Quitus here. Now let's see. How does his 7 pick work out for him? I mean, he's still gonna have the cannon, of course. Yeah, he's still gonna have the cannon, of course. And except now, instead of that sword, he's gonna have the spear. As we mentioned, I mean, spear, a very stable 2v2 pick here. Seeing 2 momentary 2v1s for the moment being. Ooh, Quitus though lands in there. The blue team right now really targeting one the most damage for his team, 157 damage. It's charging the side zig off the platform. Doesn't connect with anybody though. But one is trying to play around. The Dunezoner lands a down sig though. Ooh, 2-piece combo coming in from the boys, able to get the knockout onto 1, and just like that, 1 is going to be going down to the second stock here. The Moise gets the ground pound, sends Dunezoner down to their second, and the blue team has some sort of lead right now, but can they hold their first stocks enough to build up a damage lead against the red team here? And just like that, a big stair connects, takes out the Moise. Does Quitus get knocked out here? Oh, just barely able to not even make it back. No. Oh my goodness, it looked like he touched. But Quitus is going to be falling down to the second, keeping this neck and neck here. But the lead has really been established here, folks. Quitus right now, even though in that last game he was the first to fall, now he is the most healthiest on the field. And it seems like the blue team is kind of running away with this game. Big side he comes out, sends 1 over to the right side. Both of red team members over on the right side now. Oh, the down sig hits his teammate there, the Moise. A little bit of friendly fire coming in. N-Sig comes out. Dunezoner looking for an N-Sig to catch Quitus here. Ooh, but big side sig. And there as well too. The Moise taking out both of the red team. And just like that, the blue team once again extends their lead even more. But does the red team capitalize? Kind of like what we saw when the red team, I mean, they lost their first stocks. They quickly was able to take the first stocks out of the blue team. Do we see them take the second stocks out of here very quickly? But it seems like damage has already been done, folks. They're able to get out Quitus. Do they get out the Moise here? The N-Line sends them so far away over on the right side. Gets it there. Leads to the knockout, perhaps? No. The Moise lives another day. Somehow alive on 211 damage. But look at the damage done to 1 so far. 137. Finally, the Dunezoner is able to get the knockout onto the Moise. But can the red team? No! Dunezoner! Was that lag? Oh no. Puts 1 in a very rough 2v1 spot. And just like that, what had happened? Oh my goodness. Man, I think there was some technical difficulties coming in from Dunezoner, and yeah, rest in peace indeed. Yeah, it seems like he is going to be restarting, so he did had some technical difficulties, but man, oh my goodness. Oh man, if only maybe Dunezoner did not lag there. Maybe, just maybe, they could have probably win man, that game there, but what an unfortunate way to end. What an unfortunate way to end that game there, but sad to see. Sadly, we cannot repeat it. It is 1-1. Anybody's game here. Pretty kind of interesting way to win that game there, but yeah, unfortunate to see. Really want to see what happened there coming down to the end. Yeah, I think it's somewhere right here. We saw him starting lagging and coming off. Yeah. Oh, seems like he is back. Yeah, I see immediately falls off, and just that 2v1 spot there for 1. I mean, he was the most damage for his team, and to see Dunezoner just kind of give up that stock there just like that. Yeah, that's not the best case, and hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Check this score. Oh, okay. Alright. It's okay. So, we're going to be getting into our game number 3 here. Hopefully, you know what? The restart was what was needed in order to kind of, you know, bring themselves back in the game. It is 1-1, though. It is not, you know, a match point situation, but we are here in the losers finals. And to be dropping a game like that, that's not great. But starting off, they got Quitus out. 10 seconds in, and it seems like the restart was all Dunezoner needed. One perfect dare, already taking the first stock out of there, folks. And the blue team, I mean, this is not a great start for the blue team, man. Dunezoner, I mean, he's out for vengeance. Losing that game was, man, it awoke a beast in him, man. And now he's out for blood. He wants the blue team gone for. But you're seeing Quitus here on his second stock, trying to draw some signatures. Just charges his side sig there. One, able to get the hit onto Quitus there. Look at his lead. The red team's been able to build off of capitalizing off of that little misplay that Quitus did there. Oh yes, and Deimoz also making the swap from the Pearl. Forgot to even update the scoreboard, folks, but making that swap from the Pearl over to the Devil Jin now. Gonna be going back to the pick that he started off today's tournament with. Righty, but we're seeing that, I mean, it's tied up stocks, but the damage tells a different story. We're no longer tied up stocks. Yep. Deimoz also going to be dropping down to the second there. The red team has, but basically, yeah, they have a 2-stock lead. It's 5 stocks to 3 here. The blue team needs to get their head back in the game here, and Quitus needs to play this one really safe. He has to play support. He has to kind of just support off of Deimoz here, because you do not want any damage being racked up than what has already been done from the red team. We're seeing that Dunezoner finally drops down to their second stock here. One maybe soon to follow, but Dunezoner gets that recovery, is able to save his teammate. Alrighty. Man, Quitus 158 on his last. You're seeing how far, I mean, he's running. There isn't really much room to run because Dunezoner is going to get that weapon throw. And just like that, such an early 2v1. And it's a position that Deimoz is in as well, too. 2 stocks to forward. It's definitely doable, but he has to take out one here. 229, still racking up damage, but you want to be looking for that knockout. He's probably going to be drawing out a signature. He lands a side sig, leads to the knockout. It's 3 stocks to 2. Definitely doable, but can he get out Dunezoner? Can he get out Dunezoner's second stock? Gets the ground pound though. Sends one slow. He's playing this one risky here, but Dunezoner gets the D-Light. Does he get the what was that GCN sig? I think he expected somebody to come down there, whether it's one going for that down sig or something. We know Rayman down sig over on this map, I mean, could definitely catch some people off guard. But anyways, getting back to the action, we're seeing Dunezoner fishing for that end sig. Doesn't connect with it though. If Deimoz can get one out of here, he can get a clean 1v1. Oh, hold up! He gets it! He gets one out of here! And just like that, it's 1 stocks to 2. The adrenaline is pumping. You know Deimoz is feeling it in his veins right now. A signature gotta come out here, man. You know he's fishing for these signatures. He gets a ground pound. Nothing more. No weapon in hand, though. Dunezoner with the blasters. I think he's looking for a weapon starve, perhaps. Never mind. Deimoz picks up the gauntlets. Punish a side sig. He goes for a side sig of his own, but it doesn't connect with it. Gets a GCD lock, gets a recovery, and just like that, 1v1. Last stock situation. Does Deimoz clutch it up and put red team on match point by winning this game? Dowsig coming out. Oh, 2-piece combo from Deimoz. Oh my god, this is so intense. I mean, as much as Dunezoner can clean this out, Deimoz can definitely, I mean, one good N-Sig off stage and it might be over for him. GC D-Light into the stair. Ooh, but that's going to be enough. And one in Dunezoner is going to be able to take that third game. And just like that, they put the blue team onto match point. And once again, man, look at this first stock from, Quitus. Look at this first stock from Quitus. How much was that? Was that 12 seconds? Did I see that right? 14 seconds. I was almost right. 14 seconds. Such an early, I mean, knockout that the red team was able to get. And it was really the difference maker of that set here. But it seems like we went back to all reliable. The team comp that they started with against Avalanche and Leaf of the Arbiter and the Devil Jane. They're going to be playing that here for what could be the last match for their tournament run. We're going to be going to Suzaku Castle, folks, for our game number 4. One and Dunezoner are up on right now. They have their opponents on match point. Do they get the victory here? Or do we see a possible game 5 in the making? Alrighty. We're seeing that the blue team is starting off hot, racking up so much damage right now onto Dunezoner. 117. The right team on the other hand, they're targeting Quitus. I mean, Quitus has been kind of the loophole. These past couple of games, he's been kind of the first one from the blue team to drop their first stock. So great recognition from the red team there to kind of target Quitus here a little bit. But hold up. Quitus stand far away on the left side. They're working to damage Deimoz here, perhaps. Everyone's so deep in the red. Anyone could drop a stock here. What an interrupt there from Dunezoner to stop one from getting knocked out there. The weapon throw doesn't connect with it, but the tear does connect. Deimoz takes out one. Dunezoner, though, slides away, but is unable to escape from that two-piece true combo coming in from Quitus. And the blue team takes the first 2 stocks here, but the red team can definitely tie this one back up here. One was looking like he was in a sketchy position, but he lands that side sig, charges it, hits his teammate in the process. The NC comes out from Quitus, but the sidelight comes out from Dunezoner. Able to get the knockout of 1. Also able to get the conversion off of Deimoz up on the top here. It's tied up stock position, but the blue team has some sort of lead. Can they work with it? Can they extend their lead even more? It seems like one has gotten his bearings back in to this game here, and it seems like the red team, honestly, has gotten their bearings back because Deimoz fades away, but Quitus with the save. Downstate comes out, sends one low, no options left, and one is going to be going down to their last stock. N6 coming out from Quitus. Really just kind of a stage hazard, to be honest. But the N6 comes out from Dunezoner, able to get the knockout onto the Deimoz. Tied up stock position. It's so tied up, but Dunezoner lands the N6. The blue team needs to take out Dunezoner here. Cannot allow him to live any longer. They need some sort of combo. If they can get Dunezoner out and they can get some sort of combo onto one, that would be so huge for them. What a nice interrupt from Zoner, though. Recovery hitting everybody, but wait up. Quitus is trying to take one out of the heavens. Deimoz on his last. He's the most damage for his team right now, trying to play this one safe. Big recovery. Sends one up in the heavens. Oh, Quitus! He gets a knockout onto Dunezoner. Look how damage one is. 154. But one gets a knockout onto Deimoz. And Quitus now left in the 2v1. Do we see a game 5? No! We do not, because one with the beautifully well-placed down sig gets the knockout, denies the game 5 in a 3-1 spot. Back-to-back 3-1s. Wins it against Bello and Savary, wins it against Deimoz and Quitus, and now we have our grand final set here. But before we go into our grand finals, let's talk about that last game and how that went. Man, I need a water break. But man, looking at that game, that was such an amazing game. We saw back and forth coming in from the start, but really, what kind of faded, what really, when we saw the blue team hopes fade away was really Dunezoner's stock, the Dunezoner's second stock. I mean, you saw how long Dunezoner held his second stock for, and that was really the difference maker for that game. Sadly, you know, Deimoz and Quitus is going to be going home in a 3rd place finish, but GG's well played to them.